get a good mid lane matchup so we can show you the more aggressive play style. Um, so far, we've played against nothing but counters, but we're 2 for 2 playing against those counters. So you can see how effective this play style is. And you don't have to bounce around from champion to champion. He works for almost everything, which is probably the reason I play him, because I have a full-time job. I have 2 kids. I live and work on a farm. I don't have time to learn a bunch of different champions. So that's what I love about Aurelion Sol. He works for everything, and you can still be effective and affect the game regardless of who you're playing against. Unless it's a Yasuo. Yasuo sucks. His shield makes your stun just disappear. It could be half the map wide, and he'll still just make it disappear with that stupid shield. So when I play ranked, he's my ban every single time. Alright, playing with Ashe. I assume the Veigar's a support. And a Garen top, a Vi jungle. I like this comp. The Veigar support's a little weird, but if he knows his stuff, that's fine. But it's nice having some tanky champions with Garen and Vi around, just to help clean up after you've come in with the stun, lets you get out. And this game, if we get into the actual aggressive playstyle, I'll be able to show you my orbital method of playing the game, where you come in with your abilities, make your hits, and then slide out and orbit around to a better position, come back in with your abilities, orbit out, come around to a new position, come back in, and play orbitally just like your stars do. But when you're playing safe, because you're playing against a counter, can't really do that. And look at that, we get a Teemo. So Teemo, the nice thing about him is you can bully him early. So that little move I just did there, activating my stars as I go through, that lets you know if there's enemies hiding in those bushes, and if there's any enemies hiding at the jungle entrance. Almost. If there's any enemies hiding at the jungle entrance, they back off and let you have it. So you can pretty much always get that that vision that I just put there, pretty much every time. So again, just clearing the waves fast we can. See if we can get this Teemo, because he's dumb. And that's the nice thing about playing against squishies, is everyone expects Aurelion Sol to just sit back and play it safe at the beginning of the game. And when you're playing against squishies, you just don't have to. And no, didn't get it. But we'll help clear this wave so that we're not wasting minions. As Ashe comes back up, we'll go back and get our first items. So the reason I said Teemo was stupid is because he was lower health than I was and tried to come up on my side of the minions. And if you try to basic attack when you're beyond the minion line, the enemy's minions will attack you. So he's just in a terrible position. And again, there you see I missed a bunch of my abilities, but he was fighting right under the minion wave and took a ton of damage. And I wish I had my Comet up, because I would have gone top. So we'll see if we can finish up this exchange and then go. Alright, so we're going to back up out this way so he can't see us. No, I don't really want to go under tower. So I'm going to go back and get my first... Oh, never mind. I'm going to clear this wave first, and then I'm going to go back and get my Rylas. So that was just a little preemptive deal on Teemo. I didn't want to risk him doing something funky I wasn't expecting and having to kite back to the tower. So it was better to just use my ult there. It's going to be up in another minute. It'll be fine. And not risk going down. And if he hadn't have flashed, I probably could have got him there as well. Oh, I didn't even notice. So I wasn't paying attention. If I had been, I could have helped Vi take that. Oh, she flashed out of it. So if you ride your Comet right up that wall, you come out right on top of them and they don't even know you're there. So not the cleanest play here. I lost quite a bit of minion wave going top there. But I was ahead and I wanted to see if I could push it. So I saw Teemo go up, and he was either baiting me into his jungle, who was sitting right there, or he was going to sweep around behind through the jungle there. Either I felt I could run, I had my Comet up, I had my flash up, so if it was the jungle, I felt I could stay there in lane, finish out that minion wave. And if he was coming back around, I was sitting right there at the entrance, and I knew I could burst him down, which is what I was able to do. And I forgot to grab my sweeping lens. The sweeping lens allows you to see Teemo's mushrooms. And again, I'm having really bad vision this game. But so I see Teemo coming back around this way. He went invisible or backed off. Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have chased that. I was getting greedy. When they get inside your star sphere, it's actually a little bit counterintuitive how you get back to them. And that's what was happening there. He got inside my star ring, and I couldn't get the right geometry to get back to him. That was a good preemptive by Teemo. It was smart on his part. But we're gonna almost certainly be able to kill him or take the tower. Alright, so it looks like we might have a good opportunity top. No, they're pushing in too far again. So we're just going to keep going on the middle. Oh, I wonder if he's going to live. No, not smart. Okay, so that was a pretty bad move, but better to cancel out of it. Burnt the Teemo flash. I forgot the sleeping ones again. I don't know why Teemo keeps going up that far. He must have a bunch of mushrooms sitting over there. Getting a little laggy. Hopefully this keeps working. So you see Teemo was dodging. Dodging my stars, and he got pushed completely off the wave and lost all those minions because he was trying to dodge the stars. Nice. So I was pretty low health there. I wasn't going to be able to do much except I could get one more stun in there. Because you can go 3/4 to the way that you want it to go and then start backing out. And you still get a little bit of time of moving forward. So you can time those really nicely to be able to just go off right as you're backing out. It works pretty well. Got that stun off. They were able to get her. Oh, and this stunning is, this lag is not fun. Maybe a little bit overkill. I was actually hoping to get him and Lux at the same time. But better to get the kill, especially that deep. And I'm going to calm it back in because I'm too low on health. If Lux had hit me with that bind, I probably would have gone down. But we can come in with Comet. There's enough people there. They should come back in right as I'm coming in. Yep, so this should work out pretty well. So got one, but the team didn't really follow up, and my ult was down. But that team fight was not looking good before I came in. So I think if I hadn't have come in, they probably would have all died. So turned a bad team fight into an extra kill. That's what Asol's really good at. Oh, get out of there, Vi. So we're going to see if we can save the Vi. We could not. And keep forgetting that stupid sweeping lens. Did some pretty nice chunking on that Lux there. Got it back out. We're all spread all over the place. So just not a whole lot of help going on, which doesn't help. And I'm just too low on health. So gotta get back and hopefully get some help. We'll comment it on this. So he can either be really bursty or he can be good at sustained fights. He's just super, super versatile. And he's got an awesome wave clear. So I don't know why he's not played more. He's so good at influencing the map. Alright, so Ash is struggling with that Yi up there. We'll see if we can... Ooh, but first we're going to go back and get a death cap. And then we can calm it in. Oh, oh. Alright, so we kited back that whole way. We helped get that Malphite down, so he couldn't go through and tank for him. And then as we were coming back, we helped out with that second fight, and then came back again and got the Teemo. So I just kept kiting all the way back to base. And Garen apparently that whole time was down bot and took our first turret. Died for it, but worth it because now we've got super minions going down that bot tower this whole time. And it looks like they might be trying to set up for a... Oh, went down, but that's alright. They definitely not going for that Baron now. And Veigar got 2 out of that. Vi took out the Yi. We're looking pretty good. And hopefully Vi can lock this guy down long enough. Ooh. Man, he is tanky. Oh, did he build? He didn't really build. Okay, so There's a little bit of magic resist going on, but my typical build's looking like it's gonna be fine. All right, so we have a Elder Dragon up, people. We should not be going for Baron. Put that in there so if enemies come up behind, we can see them, and I can start hitting them with stuns and my ult. Just trying to get as many so I got in just long enough. And I'm gonna probably go down here. Oh, got out. So yeah, Zonias. You gotta have your Zonias. Sorry, Ionian Stasis. In League, that's called Zonias. Just really helps with the survivability. They forget about you, and your opponents push them off, and you can calm it out. Ooh, and we're gonna go back and get this power spike. If I had had Infinity Orb for that last fight, I wouldn't have had to go so deep to get Lux. Because your last few hits just hit so much harder. And we're gonna go help Vi with this Yi, so that he's not up for this Baron. And let's take Baron. So just signaling to get them to start coming this way, setting up vision. Alright. So, got our Baron. Now we just start pushing. When you've got your Baron, always play in the lane. Don't play in the jungle. You play to their strengths. I'm not even going to bother trying to save that Garen. He was off by himself. Doing whatever that Garen does. We'll come help the Ashe, though. And I'm actually going to go top. Push this wave. And they surrendered. So there we go. You saw a really passive play from mid lane. You saw an aggressive start to get the Baron lane off their mark for the second game, and you saw a really aggressive carry game with that third game. But 3 for 3 back-to-back games, he's effective. Just got to play him the right way. Let's see what we did for stats. 12-2-4 to Teemo's 7-7-1. I'm actually surprised Teemo actually kept going pretty well. He didn't give up, even though he went down a lot early. Highest participation, you almost always get that as Aurelion Soul. And when you come out ahead, you're always getting the most damage. So, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. If you got any questions, we've got that Reddit thread going. There's a link to it in the comments of the first video. If there's anything else you want to see, if you like these commentaries, you just want to see more of those with different champions, different situations, whatever, let me know. These are pretty easy to put together. I've got time for them, so we can keep doing these if you want them. Till next time.